Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to session 22 of my Pillars of Eternity turn-based Triple Crown attempt. Last time, all we really did is clear out floors 3 and 4 of the Endless Paths of Audnua. Then peeked into 5, which appeared to have a bunch of Zorips in it, which we could definitely handle. Kind of want to go do something else today, I think.
Certainly. The stones and the spirits
Okay,
must be
first things
difficult to
first.
heal.
Had an event here, right? Yes, Nairi, a wanted criminal seeking aid fleeing the Deerwood. In my throne room, maybe? There we go. Name's Nairi. Begging your pardon and all, my lady, but I was hoping we could talk. Alright, let's hear it. So it might be I got myself nicked here and there for a few unsavory deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay now. Makes it harder to walk about freely, if you get me. My thinking is, it's time for me to seek out new horizons. Deadfire Archipelago seems nice. Then I'm out of everyone's hair. Only, I could use some help getting there. Not that I'm asking you to do this for free, mind. I picked up a couple things here from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught. I really wish there was a tell me more. Like, what exactly are the crimes Nairi has committed? Because I mean, if it's just theft, it would be awfully hypocritical of me to be overly upset, considering Chie steals anything she thinks she can get away with. Well, I suppose I could help you escape. $1,000, eh? Sure, whatever. No, you could, boss. I mean, milady, what's the plan? Here, this ought to be enough to pay for passage. Ilia's tits. That's real generous of you. I'll get myself to the harbor right off. I won't forget this. I owe you one. Nairi clasps her hands together in a grateful gesture, and all but jogs out of the hall. I got Cape of the Cheat and Potion of Power. I wonder if she shows up in the sequel. If so, I don't remember. Grants Escape, once per encounter. Is that, like, 8 short-range teleport? Because that's pretty cool if so. Immune to entanglement. And grazes converted to misses. Not bad. I don't think it's as good as +3 perception. Just give you that one, right? Int and Resolve. Yeah, I'm not sure who I want to give that to. I kind of want it on Chie, but I do like that extra perception. You getting perception anywhere else? He is not, it looks like. I think I'll just leave it in our inventory for now and think about it more later. And while I'm... Yeah. There it is. I want to see something here.
Gores.
Any level ups to distribute? Yeah. Make sure my characters are reasonably up in their levels. Just in case it ever becomes relevant. I have a time when I can't level them up before a fight. Not going to spend a great deal of time thinking about it for the characters I don't plan to use much, though. Mastering a spell allows free use of that spell once per encounter. And wizards' mastered spells don't need to be in their group. Interesting. Oh, that certainly makes casters a little bit more enticing. Shame it was only once per encounter. Decent. Interesting that a lot of these druid spells appear to be a faux AoE instead of just a regular AoE. Kind of nice. But not all of them. This one certainly isn't. My recollection is that Sunbeam was the druid spell I found most useful generally, but when you don't have the AoE circles, it's another one that's just too hard to use. I'll go with Nature's Mark to get that debuff.
Need something?
Yeah. Aloth Endurance falling a little bit behind.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Certainly.
Only tempting a little bit to take maybe like Durance around just because I know his quest is progressed just by spending time.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun.
But for now, I think I never finished the Searing Falls or the Pearlwood. I never even went to the Pearlwood Bluff. Go to the Searing Falls first. Oh, finished construction of the West Curtain Wall. Dex bonus, mechanics bonus. Could be useful to have a mechanics bonus as an option at some point. It feels unlikely I'd run into a circumstance where I need it and also would be willing to travel all the way back to Caed Nua, because I'm not going to know I need it ahead of time. I'm going to run into something like in the Temple of Skain. And if I'd been there, if I'd seen that then, would I have been willing to go all the way back to Caed Nua for the mechanics bonus? I think maybe. But if it was much further than that, definitely not.
Whatever beast comes upon us here will find us already cooked.
Decent chunk of money. I assume this is where we need to go for that quest from the lady at the Magran's Temple in Defiance Bay. That was weird.
wish you no harm.
That is a thin choke point, it looks like. Yeah. Oh. But apparently I can go all the way around there.
I'm ready.
Which some of the enemies are choosing to do. I expect they will... I was gonna say I'd probably kill them and they'd turn around before they got there, but I'm wrong. Line of sight.
I'm ready.
Following your lead.
Yes. I'm ready.
Yes?
Oh, a bunch of new enemies appear to have just joined the fight. Ah, not ideal.
Shed no blood.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Following your lead. Persoq 10!
I'm ready.
Good bounce range on that. I did not think it would be able to bounce all the way from this cluster here to the cluster over there.
My bow's ready.
Yes. Shed no blood.
Hey.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
I'm here. Got an arrow for this one.
I'm ready. Permet kong swolias. Finish them! I wish you no harm. We've lost someone.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Oh, that's good. Quite glad the High Priest ran forward there.
I'm ready. Border Republics!
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Following your lead. Proactive!
Your thoughts must... I shall end this.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Oh?
Who are these question mark enemies in the turn order? Would have thought they'd have moved forward by now.
After him, Itamok!
Shed no blood.
Hey. Leave it to me!
Yes? For Takoa!
Okay, there. A couple of flame blights.
I'm ready.
This is a bit of a hard to read map.
I'm here. After him, Itamok!
Permet Kong Swolias. Shed no blood.
Following your lead. Proactive!
My bow's ready.
Yes.
Hey. Leave it to me!
I'm ready. Permet Kong Swolias.
This isn't working!
That does, I thought that would have a higher duration. Only one turn? It does 3 turns. Did you graze? Okay, grazes. Hits the other one. I guess it's a lower duration on the AoE portion. Okay.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Your thoughts must flow deep. I wish you no harm.
For Takoa!
The Arches Vox Converano.
After him, Itamok!
Hey.
Yeah!
I wish you no harm.
Oh shoot, Itumak went down. Stupid exploding enemies.
Let us end this!
Well, could be worse.
Slowly now.
Like, not much of value here, but lots of junk. I could rest to get rid of the wound Itumak got, but I don't think it's hugely necessary.
Certainly.
Okay, so in the fight it said, when I hovered over Itumak, it said what the wound was, and it was just decreased DR versus fire, but doesn't appear to be any way to see it now that I can see. Bizarre.
Certainly.
That thing's green. Doesn't look like a place where a fireball trap will be very useful. I'm going to drop a chain lightning trap. Maybe that'll help. Maybe if things go really bad, that's what will save me. One of these days, I'm hoping to see a trap actually be beneficial. I wonder if I can I place more than one? Is there a limit? Is it like... Okay, it just automatically disarmed the other one. That's even worse than I was expecting. I was hoping it was going to be like Baldur's Gate, where I can have like 7 of them per map. Oh, got an achievement for that. Kale the Silent. The drake cocks its enormous head, looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing, burning, spark. You, elf thing, you come to take my spark, yes? I mean, I really like this flippant answer. Sure, why not? No, the drake roars. You come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. I shall protect it.
Hello? Hello?
I'm surprised it let me go into stealth there. That's hilarious and kind of silly. Throw some meat shields up. Run away. Oh. Cut 2 turns in a row.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, that was a waste. Alright. Spread out a bit.
Your thoughts must
In case
flow
they're all AoE focused. Paralyzed Kale, that would be fantastic. Delightful. Only 1 turn, but gives me time to get the fight started. Those are just young drakes. Those aren't too dangerous, as I recall. Ooh, 52. Nice hit.
Yes.
Spot on! Ready, Watcher.
Kind of considering trying to suppress affliction somewhere to hit a few people and make them immune to this frightened. Not sure how... The radius on this again? 2 meters. God, that is so tiny. Screw it.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I wish you no harm.
Nice, a crit.
Following your lead. Selmes metu.
I'm ready.
All of the summons.
Spot on!
59 with a crit. Still wish I better understood how my damage rolls work, because that's lower than a crit should be able to be. Like, that's... Yeah, 58.6 minus 7 for 51, but 58.6 is... Even if I'd gotten 50, crits plus 50%, that's 70 some odd. Nearly 80 damage. Before counting the DR, and the combat log appears to apply the DR afterwards. Or appears to show the DR formula, so it's like, how did it do that? It would be nice if it showed the damage roll as well as the to-hit roll. Oh, there we go. It says I did 70 if I go up there. It's just badly listed. Okay, 70 minus DR12. I don't know what... Oh, that's a different target entirely. That's with the bounce attack. I see. The bounce attack probably does reduce damage. I don't remember that, but... It called again. Driving flight. Ranged attack loose by the... Fly straight through the first target, hit another behind it for less damage. Okay, that makes sense then.
Hey.
I love knocking down flying enemies. It's very satisfying.
The light has been extinguished.
Well, somehow that fear hit Chie from way over there. I want to make sure her accuracy is good, so I will suppress that.
Ready, Watcher.
You know what? I can move her around enough, apparently, if she got another turn. I'll do one here, too, to get... If I can get Kana, Itumek, and Edar. Nice. Ooh. 2 turns this time. That's really good.
I'm ready.
This is also, yeah, hostile effect suspended for several turns. Anybody else really need that? I don't think so. Like, I could have her use it on herself. I don't know, but she really needs it, but it certainly doesn't hurt, so sure. There. No fear for a few turns. Kind of surprised paladins don't just get immune to fear.
I'm here.
Well, it's a D&D thing, but apparently not here.
Following your lead.
Nice.
Sacre Doom!
Tiny radius on that. Nice. Got all the
Your
debuffs.
thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I shall end this.
Oh, this Animat just cannot hit anything. Accuracy of 25. Oh, it's probably feared. Yeah, frightened. Excellent.
Hey.
Well, Kale here certainly does not seem as threatening as I thought they would when I first encountered them. Not bad.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
I'm ready.
I thought for sure that was going to be the last turn for that Aedra Beetle.
I shall end this.
Really want to get rid of this priest before it does something annoying. Animat missing again. Not even feared this time, just terrible. 35 accuracy by default. How on earth does this thing ever do anything? I could have sworn I remember that Animat being a fairly useful summon.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
That's a powerful, liberating exhortation. Couldn't matter, I think this kills. Nope. No, it does not. Gotta be getting close, though.
I shall end this.
Hey. Leave it to me!
Following your lead.
Ah, Canna can kill it with his passive singing. Fantastic. Even while he's prone, or did killing it turn him prone? Guess it must have turned him prone. I don't think he sings while he's prone.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Ichimok.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
But you still got 4 instances of white square 1 turn, whatever that means.
I'm ready. I wish you no harm.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Yes? Sacre Doom!
Leave it to me!
For the Republics! I'm here. My bow's ready.
Shed no blood.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Alrighty. Easy enough. Grab my trap back.
It's done. Silence surrounds me.
Kale the Silent gives me the Burning Stone. A bright orange light blazes from the center of this stone. It radiates intense heat, yet it doesn't burn your hands as you hold it.
What have we here?
Boots of Speed. Are those as fantastic as they sound? Just like Permanent Haste. Well, sort of. +3 move speed. Bonus damage to flank targets. Who would benefit from that the most? Don't think it's Chie. I mean, there's definitely in a really tough fight, if I ever end up having to kite, Chie would probably hugely benefit from that. But for your average run-of-the-mill fight, one of my melee characters would be better off with it. That's an interesting choice. I think I'm just going to throw it on Chie, though, because whatever. I'm still not 100% sure the Glanfadden Stalking Boots even works for her. They might only work for melee characters, despite it not saying. It's hard to tell, and the combat log isn't detailed enough for me to be confident. Throw these on Canna. Looks like that was everything here. A vicious war criminal has arrived seeking employment. No, I don't think that I will. -4 prestige for +3 defense. Oh, whoops. There's actually one more thing in there. There was a camping supply. And I might as well camp and then pick it up. Even though it doesn't seem worth it. Alright, it was right here, right? No? Wasn't there one? One of these lootables? Right, there it is. Yeah, okay. Hardly seems worth having to sit through a couple of load screens for, but...
You've closer dealings with souls than I do. What do you think of it?
Huh. Don't like any of these options. I want more of a, oh, certainly seems worthy of study, but I don't know yet. I guess you're not as interested in the subject. Oh no, I find it fascinating. I don't think you can really study the Engwithans without delving into the techniques and research that animancers are pioneering today. It's all very organized, I find. Dosages and measurements. Whereas with the Engwithans, their gifts with Aedra and Soul Energy seem more like art. The one is a star chart, the other is a ballad sung by a lonely pilot. Okie dokie. And to the Pearlwood Bluffs. After this, I will be rapidly running out of things I can do without advancing the main plot. Certainly go further down in Odd Nua. The fact that there was nothing but Zorips.
From your vision?
The fact that there was nothing but Zorps that I saw in the next level certainly implies it won't be challenging. I don't know how deep I want to go. More Zorps.
Ready, Watcher. Get on!
I wish you no harm.
Hey.
These drakes can certainly do, or these worms rather, can certainly do a lot of damage. Oh my. A forest lurker. 2 of them.
Hey.
Following your lead. Selmes metu. Following your lead.
Ooh, good hit. Oh, they just seem to hate Nanook. Leave my bear alone.
Spot on!
Following your lead. Your tale ends here!
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I wish you no harm.
I'm ready. Freros! Ceres! Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Following your lead.
Nice.
Proactive!
I shall end this.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready. I'm ready.
Your thoughts must flow deeply. I shall end this.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Yes.
Yes? For Takoa!
I'm ready.
For the Republics!
Got an arrow for
I
this
suppose I should have known it would be immune. Doesn't matter. Alright. In the bay below, waves roll towards Defiance Bay. a drake. Another one, I think. Ooh. Then Pogras, a couple of drakes.
Ready,
Can
Wonder.
Sigani get close enough to see more? A real drake that isn't young. Looks like that's everything. Alright, that's not too bad.
Certainly. Spot on.
Your thoughts must flow deep.
Oh, don't like how that thing moved that far up. And it'll get a turn soon, because it didn't actually use its ability.
I wish you no harm.
Yes? Selmes metu.
What to do? Got a lot of dangerous infestation of maggots and frightening and the like going on here that I do not care for. She throws her beetle up. And then maybe tosses a liberating exhortation. My thought is I'm not sure I want to, because I feel like using the AoE spell with Sagani that has that could hit this whole cluster here. But I don't know that Sagani is going to get a turn with all the Men Pogras and Pogras getting turns, and the Drake even, possibly. It's hard to say. Wow. What's the range on this? 10 meters? Bit of a waste, but do that.
Following your lead.
Good. Yeah. That's not perfect. I was really hoping Canada would have his phrases done. Okay, that's decent. Oh, that hurt.
Yes.
This fear spell up here.
Spot on.
There's Will of Souls. Nice. Got the interrupt with that. Run away a bit. And do a nice big shot off on you. Because I'm the near dead one.
The Huntress's strength wanes.
Dang it. I was really hoping she'd be able to use her second wind, but alright. Like we're resting after this fight.
Hey.
I think I accidentally hit Nanook there, but Well,
Following your lead. Persoq 10!
yeah, the nuke's downed.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Oh?
Able to revive. Oh, I don't know why I did that. She should be focusing on the progress.
Your thoughts
Well,
must flow deeply. I wish you no harm.
there we go.
I'm ready. Freros, Ceres!
Okay.
Hey,
Not the casters dealt with. That should be the bulk of the danger here.
Parathis!
Yes? For Takoa!
I wish you no harm.
Ha!
Yeah, there we go. Absolutely nothing dangerous left.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Parathis!
And the vicious war criminal leaves the stronghold. Sure. That was quick.
Shed no blood.
Finish them!
No reason not to revive Sagani, I suppose. Point doesn't really matter, but the
Persoq
fight's
10!
pretty much over. Personally, if it was up to me, I'd have designed it so that you don't get one of these wounds until the battle ends. Like, if the battle ends with you down, you get a wound when you get back up. That would give you an incentive to try to use revives.
I wish you no harm.
Leave
When
it
you
to me!
elsewise don't strictly need them, I think that would be
Yes.
more interesting. Of course, I'd also probably make it so that health... You don't take health damage when you take damage, you take health damage when you get auto-healed after fights. Giving you reason to care more about healing even in easy encounters. Would increase your party's overall longevity to heal. Alright, more criminals gone. Definitely gonna want to rest after that. And we finished the Artificer's Hall. Let's just grab whatever... There, training grounds. Gonna have everything built fairly soon at this rate.
I'll take a look.
Half thought this dead adventurer was gonna be, Persoq, I think the name of the person Sagani is searching for is.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Wind Blights. I don't think these ones are immune to Pierce, right? Good, they are not.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Nice.
Hey,
A lot of them, though.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Permet kong swolias.
Hey. Leave it to me!
Ah,
Following your lead. Selmes metum.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
I shall end this.
Hey. This thing isn't doing the job.
Following your lead.
nice.
For Takoa!
Yes.
It was a very easy fight. Fortunately. What? When Porgra hits Canna with spreading plague. From somewhere. Did I run into a trap or something?
Here, I shall listen for them.
Oh, whatever. Well, maybe that's whatever I need to do for Sagani. Let's look around here in case there's a Benpoigra somewhere nearby that I didn't notice. Hopefully there isn't just like a glitched out invisible one that's going to be just casting spells at me at random. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persoq. He was here not long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Aedra statuette in one hand, while she scans the cliff. Close your eyes, feeling ether for some trace of Persoq's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persoq running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around the rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the trees ahead of you. Persoq finally stops in front of an Aedra arch. Apparently I know where to next look for Persoq.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persoq is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery? Sagani chuckles. Nothing against those stuffy forests, but they don't compare to the southern lights over the tundra, do they?
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What was he like?
That depends on who you ask. I talked to everyone in Persoq before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Aedire epics. He was probably all of those things, at different times.
The odd thing is, many in Persoq weren't much older than me when Persoq passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
She kicks another pebble over the edge. Itumak follows its arc, his ears forward. Persoq accomplished a lot that affected all of Persoq.
It just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persoq was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Itumak yawns and impatiently nuzzles her hand. Perhaps this is less about him, and more about helping your village move on.
Perhaps you're right.
Enough chatter from me, or Persoq will find himself a new body before we even get to this one. Okay. A lively breeze ruffles your clothes as you approach the edge of the bluff. A cave mouth yawns from the cliff face. It's only a dozen feet below your position, but the weathered rock is too smooth to scale. A rock perches near the precipice. It feels like a sturdy anchor. Alright, tie a rope. You fasten your rope to the rock and descend. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind whips along from the bay. You struggle to hold onto the rope as the breeze tosses you around. The wind picks up and knocks the grieving mother into the wall. She loses hold of the rope and begins to plummet. Without hesitation, Sagani reaches out and grabs the grieving mother. The weight wrenches Sagani's shoulder, but saves grieving mother from certain death. Moments later, the gale subsides and you make your way to the mouth of the cave. Well, that's irritating. I assume that means Sagani has an injury through no fault of my own. Just RNG, I guess. Oh, no, it doesn't. It hasn't given her... I swore it was going to be like she has a wrenched shoulder. Well, that's good.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Oh, it does make the storytelling at odds with the gameplay, which I'm never a fan of. If you're going to have that event, give me the wrenched shoulder, much as I would be annoyed by it. Some Dargles. Hoping to get a bit further forward. Awkward angle here.
Ready, Watcher.
Your thoughts must flow deeply, and I wish you no harm.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Nice, alright. Angle is less awkward than I'd feared at first. In fact, it's pretty decent for me. Oh, did not think he'd be able to squeeze through there.
I'm here.
Dead on. Oh. Spot on.
Yes?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Shed no blood.
I'm ready.
Go.
I'm here. Got an arrow for this one.
Hey.
Alright. Had her do his little teleportation there.
Sacre Doom!
Got an arrow for this one.
I'm ready. Permet kong swolias.
Shed no blood.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Ishmak.
Yes. I'm ready. The ashes vox converan.
Shed no blood.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
After him, Ishmak.
Hey. Varathis!
Oh.
Oh, finished off the Dargold Bestiary with the last kill.
I
Kinda
shall
nice.
be quiet as a calm sea.
Lots of vessel flesh.
Not very quiet.
Ring of the Salonen. Only usable by wizard, +2 first level spells and +2 third level spells. Huh, not half bad. Obviously useless for my active party, but toss that at Alof next time I see him. And looks like that's this wilderness area cleared out. I'll need to find Elm Shore for that. So where do I go next? Deep in the woods, running towards an Adra art. I just don't know where that is. There's that large Adra cluster in... I think it's in Magaran's Fork, but I kind of don't think it's that. I'm not sure if I should run back there just to find out or not. Guess it doesn't hurt. I don't think there's anything in this game that will punish me for wasting a bunch of time. So I could certainly be wrong. Well, I mean, I guess that kind of does. I just slowly bleed money to hirelings. I've got a fair bit of money right now. And training grounds are done, so I can start the next one. That. The forum it is. Then we just have the chapel, craft hall, and that's it. Oh, yeah, just the chapel and the craft hall after this. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, is it possible? Is this Adra? It's not an arch, really, but it's the closest thing I can think of to a large Adra arch. Oh,
Be cautious.
these are new.
Be
Maybe it is this. Maybe something's this. There.
Ready, Watcher.
Or it's just a random Delemgan with 2 bears. Odd.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh?
Spot on!
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I wish you no harm.
I'm ready.
Yes? We're for Takoa!
I'm here.
Oh?
Let us end this!
Oh, that was odd. And no interesting loot or anything. I have no idea what that's about. I didn't know game could just have like random higher level spawns pop up in old areas if you come back. Well, looks like it's nothing of relevance. Head back to Cade Noah. Rest here, I think, and then head back to the town.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Indeed it is. Actually, maybe we shouldn't head back to town. I think there's a decent chance we can deal with that whole Gathpin wanting to assault my keep now. I've got as many hirelings as the game will let me have. My security isn't maxed. I don't know how much that even affects the upcoming. I assume some of these purchases, I'd get a little bit from the craft hall. And yeah, I'd get +1 from the craft hall, but I'm as close to it as it's going to get, basically. Well, before I do that, though, I should actually be here. Check out some of these shops. I know I was looking for diamonds, or not diamonds, emeralds before to upgrade something. I don't remember what. Maybe one of these people sells it. It's good to see you, my lord. I have all manner of odds and ends here, acquired from every corner of the Deerwood. Spider venom, skulder ears, anything you might wish. Well, it won't be this one, then. Vithrak brains, I remember seeing I needed from somebody. Sure, I'll grab those. I mean, everything here is fairly cheap. I'm tempted to just, buy it all. I don't know if it respawns. I don't know. Definitely don't need ogre blood. I found 1,000,000 ogre blood. I think spider venom sacks as well. I don't know if I have many of these. I got lots of spirit residue, lots of Zoroktons, lots of awakened wood, an enormous amount of vessel flesh. Roots don't sound like something I have a lot of. Let's grab those. There, we got that 2 grand worth of junk. And time to click. And click and click. Morningstar. So many of these Skayan hoods and robes. I expect you can probably, like, stealth your way into the Skayan temple and disguise yourself as them. That does not seem worth the effort, though.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Check out this other one.
Greetings.
Greetings, my lady. Here you will find only the most ingenious of contraptions. Oils and snares and dwemer crafts. All to fetter and frustrate your foes. Do you wish to have a look? I mean, that sounds like traps, which are useless. Yeah. No, not much use there. Probably look up to see if I can find like a playthrough somewhere from
Stones and
somebody
spirits in this place have begun to heal.
who actually knows how to use traps and likes using traps and does use traps. It would be interesting to see if anybody's made effective use of those. Maybe in a solo playthrough I could see. I mean, the fact that you can still apparently only lay 1 per map is a huge problem. I don't know what game developers have against you having fun. Nobody has ever played Baldur's Gate and laid, 7 snares and been like, well, I wish I hadn't done that. It's just fun to do.
Good day to you.
Gonna get a camping supply. Doesn't look like he sells any other thing than apparently 75 vessel bones. Which I'm gonna guess I sold to him at some point. I don't remember for sure, but I don't know why else he would carry that and nothing else. Oh my. Decent stuff here. Alright. Closer look at that. No emeralds, though. It looks like mostly just plant parts. Possible just haven't built the thing that lets me buy gemstones, or maybe it just doesn't exist. This would give me a weapons and armor merchant. Chapel. No, maybe it just doesn't exist. Or maybe it's part of the weapons and armor merchant. Exotic creatures and generate random creature part. Buy traps. General goods. Random plant. Yeah, it looks like it has all of the crafting things randomly generated for you, except the gemstones. Perhaps that's just intended to be the limiting factor. See here. Oh, well, I did find an emerald at some point. And superb, I won't get to level 12, which is quite a ways away, so sure thing. Let's grab that. Puts her up to 100 deflection. Not half bad. Kind of want to find something with less initiative penalty for him, much as I like having as much armor as possible. It feels like Canna just does not get turns. Hmm. More, a little bit, not much. Probably put something on her hotbar. Drag that right there. Yeah, okay. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll find myself in a position where I find myself thinking, oh, this spell she's casting absolutely needs to hit, or I'm going to lose. While we're here, let's
Farewell.
that ring on Aloth. Oh, and level him up while we're at it. Hmm. 5th level spells. I wonder if this is actually like meaningfully does anything in turn-based mode. If it only lasts one turn, like if they just fall asleep and then wake up and get their turn on the same turn, this is effectively pointless outside of, making it so they lose their dexterity, reflex, and deflection, so they get an easier hit. But largely, from the turn economy perspective, this might just do nothing if they can get up on the same turn, if they can act on the same turn that they wake up. That's pretty good. Duration is too small for that to be particularly appealing. Ah. Not even going to use him anytime soon, I don't think, so I probably shouldn't spend too much time worrying about this, but I don't want to make stupid choices either. Oh, that's the spell that Chie has from her belt. Pretty effective when she casts it the, one time I think she has, but hard to use without damaging your own team. Hazard AoE. Looks crush damage and hobbles enemies when they pass through, but leaves allies unscathed. I don't hate the idea, though the crush damage appears to be minute. Turn an enemy into a pig for 2 turns. Oof, don't care for anything here. Don't particularly like cone spells, I find them hard to aim. Malignant Cloud seems okay, but doesn't last long enough to matter, and as is always the case, it's just hard to use AoE spells without the AoE range, the AoE indicator. Good defensive spell, but very situational. -10 resolve, intellect, and perception for 2 turns. It's again in that range where if the duration was longer, I'd be a lot more excited by it, but not liking anything else, I'll go with it. Yes, and here's our spell mastery, so what would I want to have him cast every single round, or every single fight? That would be Minoleta's Minor Missiles for sure. Thrust of Tattered Veils is the only one that could reasonably compete with it for the strong interrupt chance, but so far, the handful of times I've used it, the fact that Minoleta's hits multiple times seems to make it more likely to interrupt than the Thrust of Tattered Veils. It could not work that way. I have absolutely no idea how the formulas for interrupt actually work. Maybe it's just been a confirmation bias sort of thing, but let's go with that.
How may I help?
Alright.
Farewell.
Did Durance gain a level? Nope.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Certainly.
I do kind of feel like my party would probably be better off booting Sagani for Aloth, but I just plain like Sagani more. That's the crux of the situation. I do think the Grieving Mother has probably been more useful than Aloth most of the time. Let's talk about my army. What is the status of my regular troops? The Marshal shakes his head. Too green and too few. If you go up against Lord Gathman now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. Okay, we need to recruit veteran troops. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 should cover it. Well, that's a lot, but here you go. It'll be done. Now what's the status of my troops? As good as they can be, given the circumstances. Boy, that was quick. With your willingness to spend coin, we should attract some veteran warriors as well. They'll be useful for their experience, and will help with morale if the situation becomes dire. Special allies do I have available? No one has offered to help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or if you're truly desperate, House Dominel. They ain't gonna help me. I've also heard rumors of a force of Raid Sarens currently in the White March. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join your cause. Okay. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Caed Nua. Hopefully people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathbin's. Any hirelings stationed at Caed Nua will also accompany you to battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. However, most of these men and women will have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies. Okay. Well, I was going to just throw myself at that fight, but I don't really know mechanically how it works. Like, is my party going to be there, or is it solely by troops? And he's clearly heavily hinting that I need to get, or at least I would heavily benefit from getting either the Dozens or the Crucible Knights on my side first, so I guess I will go back to Defiance Bay. and do more quests for one of those two factions, or both. I'm fairly certain they're ultimately exclusive to each other, but there might be some more quests I can do. But for now, I will go to the Temple of Magran to hand in that quest for the glowing stone I got from the giant drake. Probably should have brought Durance. He'd likely have things to say. Brutish warrior has arrived seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigands on your roads, but your patrols intervened. Ooh, he's got +3 prestige and +2 security. So who do I fire? Alright, let's get rid of the gold pack knight. Oops, I already have the gold pack knight. Nope, who am I firing? Valiant Shock Mage. Bye-bye, Valiant Shock Mage. Hello, Brutish Warrior. Yes, if it allows me to take part in the fight, I think I'm fairly likely I could just handle it without any of my troops being involved. But also, if it doesn't, that might cause problems, or... Last thing I want is to game over for running for that thing too quickly or too unpreparedly. Okay, Ferga.
Hail and well met.
May you be guided and tempered by the flame. Present the burning stone. I journey to Searing Falls myself. This is what I found there. She takes the stone in her hands and gasps. By the flame! Do you know what this is? Nope. She turns it in her hands. This is a piece of the Godhammer bomb, the very weapon that Magran herself helped us build to defeat Waidwin in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing into its bright glow. Weird seeing it in front of you like that. Before it was just stories, never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any different? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. Well, Durance certainly would have liked Selection 2 if he was here, but he's not, and I don't care what he would like anyways. He's a jerk. She entrusted the Godhammer to her followers. Perhaps she's trusting them again to end the legacy. Transformation through trial. She turns the stone in her hands. It isn't an easy answer, but I would expect no less from my goddess. As she looks at the statue, a flame springs from its raised hand. One of the things I have always loved about Magran is her affinity for fire, how it grows and spreads. You feel the warmth from the fire rippling across the room. You've given me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people of Defiance Bay the support they need. Now let me give you something you might need. She disappears, returning quickly with something in her hands. A weapon worthy of the goddess herself. Please accept it as thanks for your service to Magran and to me. Thank you, and farewell. You have given me Unforgiven, a unique flail that has bonus attack speed, flaming lash, and a large amount of grazes converted to hits. It would be almost... I don't remember the graze formula exactly, and I think they changed it for turn-based, but it would be almost impossible to graze, I think, with that. I don't know. What sort? Does anybody have flail proficiency? Knight or sword, Morningstar, battle axe. Ruffian, definitely not. Saber, stiletto, club, pistol, blunderbuss. Got noble, I think. Either that or nothing. Yeah, it looks like nothing. But his gives +1 engagement, which I do like. Though the speed, he's just complaining about his lack of speed. I don't know what +20% attack speed really means for sure, but let's see what that does for his initiative. From 7.7 to also 7.7, so nothing, apparently. That's a shame. But it is possible it actually does something in combat, especially if I actually attack. It's hard to say. Accuracy 60, 69. Oh, why is that so much higher? Oh, accurate 3, +12 accuracy, and rapier's at +5 accuracy. Don't know what I want. The damage is crush damage with 10% damage as burn, but also plus to burn damage. Right, burning lash, yeah. Very interesting. I'll leave him with that for now and see if I dislike it. Taxes collected. Lost 482 to bandits, earned 256. The whole losing a bunch of money to bandits when I've got my security about as high as I think it's possible to get it feels really bad. When it was happening early on, I figured, oh, well, I'll get my security up and that'll fix it, but now it just feels like it's just random, I guess. Let's see here. A Wreath of Ashes. Rewards 15% experience, Remembrance Ashes, 150 to 300 copper and treasure, and a minor item. In the Violent Republic of Helminia, a military graveyard has been struck by vandals that burn tributes left for the dead. Though troubling to the Duchess, she has few local resources to deal with the problem. As the Republic will soon be celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Battle of Lagone Pirella, the Duchess would like to have the mystery solved quickly and quietly. And apparently my characters can get there quickly enough and return. That seems implausible to me, but sure. Let's send Aloth.
Ghana, what do you know about the legends of Old Valia? I only heard myths in my village and stories at the Brotherhood.
Less than I'd like, and that from old books and the occasional trader. Tales of noble families and famed inventors. The Grand Empire, now fallen. But the myths are beautiful, aren't they? Bold heroes whose descendants dared to cross the Great Eastern long before the Deerwood was a kernel of a thought.
Ah, I wish I could have been alive to see the Empire at its height. But I suppose this new world is now ours to make. The legends ours to write.